All right. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. This will be a friendly 15-minute interview.
Okay.
Each council member will have a question for you. You have 15 minutes, so time management is on you. Yeah, everything that happens here is recorded and will be on Bowie Cable TV, and we're a transparent organization. That'll occur sometime after all the interviews are done.
I understand.
At the end of the questions, assuming we have some time left over, we'll give you an opportunity to tell us a little bit about yourself and leave us with whatever message you think would be appropriate to leave with us. With that, I'm going to start with Mr. Gordon.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And thank you, Ms. Harrison, for coming out this evening and applying for this position. Thank you. It is my opinion that local government is the most important level of government. Explain why you either agree or disagree with me.
I wholeheartedly agree that local government is the most important level of government because local government directly impacts the everyday life of the residents. You all provide most important services like trash removal, snow removal, public safety, public works, and recreational activities, just to name a few. So if local government was negatively impacted, it would certainly negatively impact the lives of the residents.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Wolfley.
Good evening, and thanks for coming out, and thanks for putting your name in, pardon me, and making yourself available to serve if selected. My question is this. To date, how have you chosen to serve the city of Bowie? For example, have you served on a city committee, run for office, been on a homeowner association, PTA, or the like? And how will that help you represent your constituents?
I am an elected volunteer on the Prince George's County Democratic Central Committee, 23B, which largely represents the city of Bowie. I'm proud to serve, certainly, and I was also elected to serve on the executive board, and I'm also the co-chair of the legislative committee. I've worked in Prince George's County for over 2 decades in the nonprofit arena. I served as president and vice president of a large organization with over 500 members. When I served as president, I oversaw a budget of over $1 million and $100,000 respectively. We worked in projects with Bowie High School. We mentored students from Bowie High School. We gave scholarships, and we continue to give scholarships to the students at Bowie High School. We held coat drives for children and voter registration drives. I was instrumental in the process of purchasing our Ivy Youth and Family Center in Suitland, and we received 2 bond bills and grants to supplement the member donations to purchase that facility, which is mortgage-free. In 2017, I was selected by the Prince George's County Council to serve on the Liberty Sports Park Board. I'm an executive board member and an officer, and I also have, and I know that this position directly affects the citizens of Bowie, and I attend the South Bowie Community Association meetings with Councilmember Trout so I can hear from the residents in regard to the Liberty Sports Park and the South Lake project.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Stead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
The Sears location at Bowie Town Center is closing. The owners of the property are planning a mixed-use development for the site. What are your thoughts on the matter?
Well, I did attend the stakeholders meeting last week and certainly appreciated the open dialogue between the residents and the developers. I believe we do have to do something in regard to increasing the foot traffic at Bowie Town Center, and I believe that higher-end apartments and offices would certainly be a great option. I look at Waugh Chapel as an example. Because they are co-located, they have apartments co-located with their town center, and it's great to have that access to those amenities. I live in Heather Ridge, and I love having access to the Bowie Town Center. But you definitely have to select the best project for the community based on look, feel, amenities, and the benefit to the city and the people. Controlled development, I believe, is the key because it affects infrastructure, including our hospitals, traffic, schools, and overall public safety, for example.
Mr. Marcos.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Ms. Harrison, for being here tonight and your
Thank
interest.
you.
My question is on development also, and it's a two-part question.
Okay.
It is, how do you feel about going forward with residential and commercial development in Bowie? And what do you think the relationship should be between the county and the city of Bowie with regards to development?
As I mentioned before, I believe controlled development is key. And getting resident input in whatever development that we see that we would like to bring to the city. I understand that Prince George's County has zoning authority, but I believe you all have done a stellar job in working with them. I'm not sure why the city doesn't have its own zoning authority, kind of like the city of Laurel. So, you know, they have and I think they've been successful in determining the best development projects to come to their city. So I think that the city of Bowie should advocate for their own zoning authority.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Trevor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Ms. Harrison, for being here to interview for the vacant position for the District 3 council member.
Thank you.
My question is, what do you think is the most important issue in Bowie, and how do you plan to make improvements?
Based on discussions with neighbors and some of the residents in some of the community and committee work that I've done, I believe the most important issue in the city of Bowie is traffic. And I understand that you all are working to widen 197 and 301. And perhaps we could look at ensuring the traffic signals are timed off-peak, during off-peak and peak hours. Maybe we could increase the number of pedestrian crosswalks. Perhaps we could have a ride-sharing program or a bike program, and maybe even a shuttle service from Bowie Town Center to the Metro Station and the MARC Station at Bowie State University. And I believe if we come up with solutions to the traffic problems when we present development projects, we could get buy-in from the residents more easily.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was the easy part. Now we give you some time to tell us a little bit about you, and you can leave with us whatever you think would be helpful.
Great. First of all, I want to thank you for the thoughtful questions, and I want to applaud each of you for your amazing work and dedication to the residents in the city of Bowie. Over the past few months, you've dealt with quite a bit. A council member was recalled, and you've had attempts for others to be recalled. But through it all, you have kept focused on the things that are in the best interest for the citizens of Bowie. You've exercised incredible fiscal restraint by maintaining a balanced budget over the last 9 years, with no tax increase. You have enhanced the quality of life for the residents with controlled development. You have maintained a AAA bond credit rating. You have kept us safe by funding an incredible police force. And from what I see, you continue to work hard to balance change and the needs and the wants of the residents. Thank you. I'm a humble person, but I'm here to say that I believe I bring the most value, experience, commitment, community service, dedication, diversity as a woman, and a passion for helping people to the District 3 seat. I'm also proud of the relationships I have built, of course, with you all, our county, state elected officials, business leaders, nonprofit, and community leaders. However, I am my own woman. I make decisions based on the facts and work with the right people to implement those decisions in the best interest of the people. My goal is to work closely with you all to continue moving this great city forward. And truly, the most important relationships I have are with my neighbors, the youth, veterans, and the senior citizens here in Bowie. As you have heard or read, I worked in county government on council staff for almost a decade, serving the residents of Bowie. I have worked in the Prince George's nonprofit community for over 2 decades. I help people every day in my job with Employ Prince George's by empowering people to find careers. I have proven committee volunteer experience. I understand what it takes to run for office and win. But most importantly, I'm a mother to my son Alex and my daughter Christina, the joys of my life, and I'm very proud of them. My goal in public service and as a volunteer has been to set an example for them so they understand the value of giving back to their community. I am here tonight to ask you for your vote, and I want you to know that whatever you decide, I do plan to run for the seat, and I will continue to advocate and be a positive and active voice for the city of Bowie. If selected, I will be a committed and collaborative member of the council by attending council meetings, work sessions, events, special meetings, and be 100% accountable as a District 3 council member. I, Ingrid Harrison, am ready to work with you as my colleagues and the people of Bowie to continue to make Bowie the greatest place to live, work, and play in Prince George's County. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, we appreciate it. We've got another handful of interviews to do, and we're going to try to make a decision soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate each of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.